What's up, everybody? I am extremely lucky in that I got sent the early version of the Mars 3 projector. This thing is sweet. All right, so first and foremost, what is the Mars 3? It is well, actually, it's lots of things. But first and foremost, it's a projector. A portable projector with a giant battery. It's also a projector that has a degree of water resistance, impact resistance, and dust proof. It's IPX-X3, so you can't dip this thing into the ocean, but certainly around a campsite, if it's a little damp, not the end of the world. The thing is crazy bright. So I have a regular home theater projector that I've had for years. I had a home theater in my previous house, and we have a quasi-home theater downstairs in the current house. And our home theater projector is basically as bright as this is. 1,000 lumens, it's an LED projector, which is awesome, so you don't have to worry about bulb life being an issue. And then with the giant battery, you can watch videos outside for 5 hours. And I've tested this. It has something called AI brightness control. There's basically a system that uses the same camera, I believe, that's used to adjust the autofocus and to set up the screen. Also takes in the light and then adjusts the brightness so that it's appropriate. So you're not wasting battery, but you can get 5 hours out of this thing pretty easily. And I think I haven't fully tested to see how long, if it's 5 hours on the full battery or not, but I've yet to kill it watching movies outside. The other thing that's awesome is this is a giant battery bank and a Bluetooth speaker. And the Bluetooth speaker cranks. It is really loud. It sounds awesome. I've used it for all sorts of music. The other night I was testing it outside while watching some baseball games, and it will blast. It's really, really loud. It's awesome. And it sounds really good. I believe it's 270 degrees of speaker direction. So basically, if you're sitting anywhere to the side or behind it, you're gonna get the full sound, which is awesome. And this thing throws pretty short. So if you wanna have, you don't have to have it really far back to set up to do a full screen. It can go up to 200 inches, which is awesome. So, and I think you could probably honestly do more, but 200-inch screen outside is bananas, especially for backyard or camping trips and stuff. And that's where I'm really excited to use this is, over the summer, hanging out on our patio with some friends, watching movies, which is awesome. So 5-hour battery time. It's not just a projector, like I said. There's a 185 watt-hour battery, so you can charge all of your camping stuff off of this. The other really cool thing, by the way, so the battery time. I've had a lot of portable batteries. I actually have other, portable batteries from the parent company, this Anchor, which are awesome. But this thing will last 15 hours. That's you have your music on the entire time you're hanging out. Like that's awesome. And it, like I said, it sounds really good. The other really cool thing that it has is a camp light. Now, I thought this was kind of like maybe gimmicky, like I don't really think I'm gonna need it. But it's actually a super nice light. Like this will fill your tent with a nice ambient light. And it's just kind of cool to have. I had this in the back of my pickup truck, and it just works like a nice little work light. You can put it on the bed of your truck and turn on some music and use the light. And I assume it doesn't give the specs on the light, but based on this size battery, this thing will probably stay lit for days. Some other cool stuff, uses Android TV for all of its software on the inside. So you can get access to basically every sort of movie, TV app, etc. Connected super easy to my Wi-Fi. It's very, very simple to set up a screen. It does everything automatically. You can go to manual controls and do your own focus if you need to. 99.999% of the time, I've used the autofocus and it's gotten it super sharp. It has a super fast projection. So I'm guessing it's 144. It might even be higher than that. So super buttery smooth video, which is really nice, especially for sports or if you're gonna play video games. By the way, all sorts of connectivity here. You'll see You can charge Type-C out, USB-C out, but it's got HDMI in, auxiliary in, and then Bluetooth, obviously. HDMI in, you know, like I said, you can hook up your video games, you know, tablets, DVD players, whatever it is you want to hook up. You know, for the most part, I haven't really had to hook anything up because the Android system on board has been fairly easy to use. But for video games and stuff, you know, my kids want to play the Nintendo Switch outside. I mean, that's just really, really cool. Yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna kind of show off some stuff now and so you can see how it gets set up. All right, so it's a little rainy right now, so we're gonna test this in my living room against the wall. Again, one of the really cool things about this is the fact that you can use this anywhere. So while it's specifically designed to be an outdoor projector that you use while camping or hanging outside, obviously, I've actually found it super useful just to put up a screen somewhere where I need it. So working in my garage on some wood projects, I'm one of those woodworkers who relies on YouTube to teach me how to do everything. And I have a portable screen that I set up. And you know, before I would use either an iPad or a laptop to set up the videos, you know, the walkthroughs on how to build stuff. And what's really awesome now is that this thing, I can project a giant video of how to do the project and actually see the details that I need to, so I don't cut my hand off or something crazy like that. So I found that not just for like cool outdoor cinematic stuff, but if you just need a screen somewhere, and I think that a lot of people use portable projectors as like options for, you know, their business. They're going to meetings and stuff. This thing is awesome, not only because it's a good, very good portable projector, which I'll show you in a second, but because it has a loud sound. So if you need to use this for like presentations, like that's my next thing, is I'm taking this with me everywhere that I go. I'm an emergency manager. I do a lot of presentations, and I found a lot of times I get to spaces where people are like, oh yeah, we got a projector or a screen, and you have to have login credentials or whatever that you don't have. This thing's so compact, I can just keep it in my vehicle and set up and run a projection anytime that I need to on basically anything. And then with the loud sound, it's definitely loud enough that everybody will be able to hear it. So we're gonna go ahead and just set this up so you can see how it works. All right, so again, here's the projector. To turn it on, you just flip the little whoop down, and then you'll see in a second, the Nebula logo will pop up. There it is. It's gonna focus here shortly. And this camera's, this is my cell phone camera is not capturing it as well as it could. So, and also, so like when it first starts up, it's off of whatever it was projecting on before for the focus. So you'll see in a second, there'll be a little pop-up that will autofocus, and it focuses really, really fast. Super quiet, by the way. There's basically a little light fan sound, but almost no loud sound at all. So there's the focus, you'll see, look at that. Sharp as a tack, boom. Now it's fully focused. You can control everything. There's a little like dongle, I don't know what you want to call it, joystick type thing on the front. So you basically can, you don't need the remote. The remote is actually really nice though and super handy. So this is on the AI mode for the brightness. So it's detecting how bright, it's actually fairly bright in this room right now. If you adjust it, so if you move it around, it will kick it in so that it automatically focuses again. What's really cool, I don't know if you noticed that, it just did the keystone and everything automatically, which is awesome. I really like that.
It's an overcast afternoon.
So I'm just gonna back out of that because we don't need to hear that. So every time you sort of get it off center, it will autofocus, which is awesome. All right, so some other stuff to point out. As you can see, this is where the light, or sorry, the camera and the sensor is. There is something really handy. So one thing that I, always struggle with is the, when you have to adjust a projector on the bottom, it's got this little handy flip up kickstand type thing, instead of those really kind of janky twist down screw type of stands that a lot of projectors have. That thing is super stable. Like, it's not gonna flip over. You can really kind of move it around. And this thing is like, it's not like some of the capsule ones that they have This thing is fairly beefy, so it's really nice to not have to worry about it getting knocked off of stuff. Like if you put it somewhere, it's gonna stay there. And it's pretty rugged. So as you can see, when I flipped it up, it moved over, it did its adjustments. So there's actually quite a few different ways to get the brightness set. So it does have it's got the AI mode, it's got an eco mode, and then it's got sort of a standard manual mode. I have found that there's really no need to get outside the AI mode. It is pretty quick to adjust depending on the lighting, and it saves the battery. It uses, software to determine what is the best type of lighting. So are you getting enough lighting? Does it need to get brighter as the sun is coming out or going down? It's getting brighter as the darkness, whatever. Quickly adjusts. It's super smart. There's really no need to manually do it. And I've messed around with both. I've messed around with it actually doing it manually. And again, like just let it kind of run the AI and you'll get the most battery life out of it, which I think is the most useful part of that. Again, just the really cool nature of this, like it'll project onto anything and adjust really quickly. So this is sort of at an angle. There's really I would never use it like this, but it will do all of the keystone adjustments automatically to make it look flat. So just here, let's throw it, see if we can throw it off. All right, so now it'll focus, because I just moved it. There it goes, all right. And it adjusts just so that it's straight again, which is awesome. So honestly, I cannot recommend this thing enough. It is amazing. I had always wanted an outdoor projector, but to be honest, using like a standard projector, I found that it was just not conducive to being used outside. Bugs got into it. A standard sort of cinema projector gets pretty hot, and a lot of them still use the old bulbs. You might be able to get away with some of the LED ones, but the biggest thing is just portability. Rather than having to cart all the cords out, you gotta make sure you have power. You've gotta have something to play off of. So some sort of smart box, streaming device, computer, because most of those projectors don't have built-in apps. This thing just has everything. And then just the portability, the fact that it's rugged and I don't have to worry about it breaking is awesome. And it sounds great. Outdoors, we do a lot of cookouts and stuff, so I'm really excited this summer to be able to play music on it. When we've got a campfire going, maybe we're just hanging out watching some movies together or a TV show. And then in just general, hanging out outside at night when it's really nice out and you still want to get a TV show or something in before you go to sleep, this thing is going to be awesome. So I cannot recommend this enough. You should 100% order this as soon as it comes out. I think it comes out, you can do pre-orders starting June 13th or something, right around then. And these things are gonna go fast. And I cannot wait to test this in a bunch of other environments. I got a new truck recently, so I wanna do lots of exploring out in the wilderness, camping, and this thing is gonna be with me the whole time. Also, I'm a disaster guy, I'm an emergency manager. This thing is a huge capability that just a general homeowner, you got a battery pack, you've got the light, you can charge stuff off of it. We lost power during a huge windstorm over Christmas break, and I got two little kids, and they were scared, and they were kind of just stressed out, and we all gathered around an iPad and watched movies off that. With this, we have the giant light on the back, and we'll be able to project stuff. So, loading a few videos up onto a thumb drive or a HD, through a computer or something, we'll have the full entertainment when the power goes out. So that'll help keep kids calm. And then just having the ability to recharge your phone. I think it said that you could recharge a standard iPhone something like 14 times off the battery. So that's a long time. You could basically power all your family's phones, for up to a week or so, which is awesome. So highly recommend, and I'll show some more clips, now so you can see it in action.